Picture this, you're on your way to work, already running late. Suddenly, your dashboard lights up with a warning. Panic sets in. You know the repair could cost hundreds, but your account only has a few dollars left. You try to ignore it, turn up the music, and hope it resolves itself. Weeks pass. Eventually, the small problem escalates, the car breaks down, you need a tow, major repairs follow, and you miss work. What started as a minor expense becomes a financial disaster, several times the original cost. This isn't just bad luck, it's math. It's the unavoidable cost of not having financial breathing room. I spend a lot of time analyzing the hidden systems of money, the rules that quietly trap people no matter how hard they work. If you feel like your efforts never translate into financial growth, or that a single mishap could ruin your year, this topic is for you. Now, let's explore the boots theory. Two people, one with money and one without. The wealthy person buys quality boots for $50, which last 10 years. The person with less money buys $10 boots, which fall apart in a season. Over 10 years, the poor person ends up spending $100 and still has wet feet, while the rich person spends less and remains dry. The math is simple. Lacking capital forces you to pay more for less. This logic extends to groceries, household goods, diapers, and even toilet paper. Bulk purchases are cheaper, but only if you can afford the upfront cost. Living paycheck to paycheck locks you out of these savings. You pay more for each item repeatedly, simply because you can't buy in advance. This hidden extra cost is called the poverty premium, and it quietly drains your finances daily. Banks make it worse. With money in your account, banks reward you no fees, free services, maybe even a bit of interest. With little money, mistakes cost heavily. A $5 overdraft can trigger a $35 penalty, effectively a 700% interest rate for one day. Legal, because the system is designed to extract the most from those with the least. Rich people earn interest, poor people pay it. This is how wealth quietly flows upward. If you're interested in money, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you. Psychology plays a crucial role. Scarcity doesn't just limit your finances, it limits your mind. When worried about survival, your brain focuses on immediate threats, reducing long-term decision-making ability. Choices that seem irrational to outsiders, payday loans, lottery tickets, fast food, are often the result of mental overload, not stupidity. Poverty consumes both money and cognitive energy. Everything becomes more expensive, not only in money but in time. Laundromats, travel to stores, waiting in lines, every small inconvenience adds hours to your day. Time is money, and poverty steals your future earning potential by consuming your time. Even simple choices, like where to buy groceries, carry hidden costs that compound over months and years. The buy nice or buy twice rule applies to cars and housing. A wealthy person buys a reliable used car, low-interest loan, and 10 years of problem-free transportation. Someone with bad credit pays more for a risky used car with high interest, sometimes 3 times the value of the vehicle, and it often breaks down before the loan ends. Housing works the same. Renting is expensive because you pay interest to someone else and gain no equity. Buying requires upfront money, which poor people often can't save. This is the poverty trap in high definition. Society charges you a risk premium because you're financially vulnerable. You can't save because you're paying premiums on risk, and you're paying premiums on risk because you can't save. It's a self-reinforcing cycle designed to keep people in place. The first step out isn't investing in stocks or crypto. It's creating a buffer. Even a small emergency fund transforms crises into manageable annoyances. $1,000 in savings turns a flat tire from a disaster into a minor inconvenience. It allows you to buy in bulk, fix problems early, and escape the poverty premium. Your first savings are the hardest but most powerful money you'll ever set aside. Think of every purchase as an investment in your freedom. A quality pair of work boots, reliable tires, a dentist visit, these are purchases that save you money, time, and mental energy in the long run. Shift your mindset from "can I afford this monthly payment?" to "what is the total cost over time?" Focus on lifetime value, not just the upfront cost. Audit your life for hidden costs caused by being broke. Where are you bleeding money? High-interest credit cards, single-roll paper towels, expensive small purchases. Identify the biggest leaks. Cut everything else ruthlessly until you save enough to plug that leak. Every extra dollar earned is a strategic strike against future financial disasters. Step by step, you buy your way out of the poverty trap. It's unfair. The effort to go from $0 to $10,000 is far greater than going from $10,000 to $100,000. But understanding that poverty is a mathematical penalty allows you to stop blaming yourself and start attacking the system. Buy the boots that last. Buy freedom from bad loans. Every decision compounds, eventually leading you out of the hole. Let's talk about how banks quietly punish those with less. If you have a healthy account balance, the bank treats you like a VIP, no fees, perks, maybe even a bit of interest. If you have very little money, every small mistake costs you. Forget a subscription, overdraft occurs, and suddenly a $25 transaction becomes a $35 penalty. That's an effective interest rate of 700% for just one day. Legal, standard practice, and it extracts the most from the people who can least afford it. The result? The rich earn interest on their money, while the poor pay interest on theirs. This is more than just unfair, it's a systematic transfer of wealth from the bottom to the top, disguised as service fees. Every month, billions are quietly moved this way. Poverty doesn't just drain your wallet, it drains your mind. Studies show that worrying about money can lower your functional IQ by roughly 13 points. That's the equivalent of a sleepless night. Scarcity forces the brain to focus on immediate survival, reducing the ability to plan long-term. This is why people in financial stress often make choices that seem irrational: payday loans, lottery tickets, or fast food. It's not stupidity. It's a survival mechanism under constant pressure. Every small decision in daily life carries a hidden cost. Convenience stores, small pack groceries, trips to laundromats, all of these take more money and more time than they would if you had cash and access to economies of scale. Time is money, and poverty steals both your money and your time, reducing your future earning potential. Cars are another clear example. Wealthy people buy reliable used cars, often paying cash or low-interest loans. The car runs for 10 years with minimal maintenance, and the total cost is low. Someone with poor credit and no savings ends up in a predatory loan. They pay high interest, possibly twice or 3 times the car's value, and the car often breaks down before the loan ends. They are paying a risk premium because society views them as risky, and the only way to stop paying it is to have money which you can't save because you're paying the premium. It's a vicious cycle. Housing is the ultimate example of the boots theory. Renting is expensive because you pay interest to someone else and gain no equity. To buy a house, you need a down payment, often $10–20K. If half your income goes to rent, you can't save for a down payment. The rich buy property, reduce monthly costs, and gain an appreciating asset. The poor rent, paying more each month for a home they'll never own. Poverty is expensive because it forces you to rent every part of your life: shelter, money, and stability. Time is also taxed in poverty. Laundry takes 5 minutes at home, but hours at a laundromat, costing travel time, waiting, and effort. Food deserts force people to travel further for affordable groceries, taking more time and effort. The friction of daily life is higher when you don't have money, and time, as we know, is money. By stealing your time, poverty steals your future earning potential. The system is rigged, but understanding the math allows you to fight back. The first step isn't getting rich. It's stopping the bleeding. Credit card debt at 20%. Pay it off, that's a guaranteed return. Buying reliable items prevents repeated spending. The goal is to escape the poverty premium, one strategic decision at a time. Build a buffer. Emergency funds, even small, turn crises into minor annoyances. Every dollar saved now compounds into freedom later. Every purchase should be seen as an investment in your future freedom. High-quality items, preventative care, and reliable tools save money, time, and mental energy. Shift focus from monthly affordability to lifetime cost. Understand the rules, attack the hidden penalties, and gradually walk yourself out of the trap. If this video opened your eyes to hidden financial costs, share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe and like to keep learning how to escape the poverty premium. Audit your life for vampire costs, expenses that exist only because you're broke. High-interest car loans, small pack consumables, unnecessary fees. Identify the biggest drains. Cut everything else ruthlessly until you have enough cash to plug that leak. Selling old clothes, doing side gigs, or cutting frivolous spending is not just earning, it's a strategic strike against future financial disasters. One pair of quality boots at a time, you buy your way out of the trap. The journey isn't fair. The effort to move from $0 to $10,000 is much greater than going from $10,000 to $100,000. But knowing that poverty is a mathematical penalty changes your mindset. Stop blaming yourself for being bad with money. Focus on attacking the system's penalties. Buy lasting boots. Say no to bad loans. Every decision compounds. Over time, these small, smart moves accumulate, eventually freeing you from the cycle. Every time you see a late fee, an overdraft, or a convenience charge, let it fuel your strategy. This isn't just about money, it's about freedom. You're fighting a system designed to take advantage of scarcity, but with awareness, discipline, and a buffer, you reclaim control. Each financial decision you make now builds a foundation for long-term independence and stability. Strategy for repeating success. Step 1. Start small. Build a $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2. Audit expenses for hidden poverty taxes, fees, unnecessary purchases, or low-quality replacements. Step 3. Replace with strategic, high-quality purchases. Step 4. Reinforce habits of saving, investing in durability, and reducing avoidable risk. Step 5. Repeat. Over months and years, these habits compound and expand your freedom, moving you steadily out of the poverty cycle. Remember, escaping the poverty trap isn't glamorous, it's strategic. Every high-quality purchase, every saved dollar, every avoided fee is a step toward freedom. Start small, stay consistent, and measure everything by lifetime value. Share this video with someone who needs it, hit subscribe, and like to continue learning how to outsmart the system and reclaim your financial life. Step by step, one boot at a time, you can take control.